Hey, what's going on YouTube? We're back for another Behold the Dark Calamity EXT clear. Again, this is going on with the FFBE community challenge where you're supposed to like fight this thing a billion times. And I did a clear yesterday that did like physical units, but I also used a bunch of like Neo Visions units, to like really like buff up those physical units, and that's like really not the most efficient way to do it. So I thought, what would be more efficient than using completely free units that every player theoretically has access to, using nothing but free resources. Even if you didn't play the game when these units came out, the 3 units that you see on this screen you can get right now in a couple of ways, and I'm going to show you how to do that. But again, we're focusing on a mage clear, fighting beasts. The boss has a weakness to darkness, is vulnerable only to spirit reductions, and frequently uses physical attacks. So what we see on the screen is, Kelger, Edea, and Seiss. And you can get all 3 of these characters for free. So I'm going to show you where to do that. For Kelger and Edea, we're going to go to the Chamber of Seals. And I've actually never done anything in the Chamber of Seals because I just happened to have done all the content when it first came out. But if you go to Vortex and then click on Chamber of Seals up at the top, you have like story events, units that you can get, equipment that you can get, and enhancements that you can do for free using these keys. So they give out these keys a lot. I happen to have 104 of these keys currently, and you can use keys to go back and replay these events. So you could go in and get Kelger and all the materials to awaken him, or Edea here, from these 2 events, Seeker of the Void and Ruled by Hatred. And these are going to get you lots of decent units to use for various challenges that are free. Qatar here is really good. Riser has some use. Sid Reigns has some use, etc. Ruler of the Ocean. This one's good for a tank if you need one. But there's lots of options. But we're going to go with Edea, who is a dark mage, and Kelger, who has some support for us. And then Seiss. So if you play the game regularly, you know that you're probably going to get Seiss off of ticket pulls and EX ticket pulls, but you can also just get Seiss from the Star Quartz exchange. So if you go to shop and exchange and scroll down to where is it? It's not here. It's not in this one. It's in the Star Quartz exchange. Hold on. Permanent exchange shops. If you scroll down to 3-star unit Star Quartz, and then you guys scroll down to the S's, and there you go. So Seiss you can get for free, 20 Star Quartz a pop to get this to EX3. And we are going to be using EX3 because that lines up the SLBs nicely with Edea. So, you can grab Seiss and then Edea and Kelger, and you're going to take this thing out. So let's go back into it and take a look. Again, we're going to Behold the Dark Calamity and EXT. I need 1 energy to do this fight. Oh my gosh. Okay. Again, complete the quest. No KOs. Party of 4 or less. 4 turns. We're going to do it with 3 units in 3 turns. So you don't need a beast killer buffer. You don't need any fields. You don't need anything like that. You don't even need a leader skill. This team does not have a leader skill, and we're going to do just fine. So Kelger is built as a passive provoke evasion unit. Moogle Charm is free. Durandal, Commando, Captain Shield, all this stuff is like, however you want to build a provoke evasion unit, that's all he really needs to be. Evasion, provoke, there you go. He's got some stuff in his kit that he's going to do for us, and that's really all he needs. Let's go ahead and swipe over to Seiss. So Seiss does very little damage compared to Edea. Edea is going to do enough damage by herself to completely carry this. You do not need this Fidelta whip, and in fact I'm going to take it off just to prove it, and we're going to put on any other whip we want that is non-elemental. So like Fast Slash, perfect. Fast Slash, perfect. Okay, doesn't matter. We don't need dark element, a dark element whip. This team can handle that. So we just have some like generic gear. I know Kurisame's STMR. You don't have to have that. It's just there. Seiss is not doing the majority of the damage. Does have equip whip so that we can equip a whip. Otherwise, gear however you want. Just attack, true double hand, LB damage, beast killer. All you really need, right? And Edea, same thing. So she's got Empress Celestite Rod, Red Hellebore, Minister's Coat, lots of generic gear, right? Her own equipment here, her own equipment. This Promised with Squall is from Renoa. If you don't have Renoa, something else with some decent magic stat and some beast killer, you know, whatever. She's got Ifrit for the beast killer. She gears pretty naturally for beast killer. Mine happens to have the 50% limit burst, or the 50% damage cap boost. You really don't need it. It's okay. She's got some chain speed, and then she's got just a generic FF8 vision card. If you don't have it, put on the best magic vision card you've got. But you're going to do just fine here with Edea. And there you have it. So we got 3 units, and we're going to do this in 3 turns. Let's go. And here's the boss's generic info. Again, Beast, weak to dark. You want to break its spirit if you can, and it uses physical attack. So Kelger's going to help with that. All we're going to do on turn 1 is just use Mirage. There we go. Now everybody has Mirage. Edea is going to use her LB, and Seiss is just going to use. You could chain a little bit if you really want to. You can use Moxie 3 times. Edea is going to chain with Seiss. There you go. It doesn't even have to look that good. There you go. I didn't even chain it very well, but we did a little bit of chaining, you know? Attacks on Kelger go away, and then his Mirage stacks are gone. So notice we still have Mirage. Kelger's going to do Mirage again, and then Lupine Howl for an LB boost, and then just a Lupine Bite, whatever. In this order, Edea is going to use Quad. She's going to use Astral Barrier just for protection. We don't really even need it. Astral Power just for something to do. She's going to chain a Bolting Strike on her 3rd action, Dark Ra. And then she's going to use a Fantasy Beyond Imagination to magic boost for the next turn. Seiss is going to, in this order, chaining with her, going to do Reaping Grudge, You're Dead, Moxie again, right? And then actually we'll do the good Moxie. We'll do Reaping Grudge, You're Dead, good Moxie, and then Reaping Darkness. This is going to add darkness to Seiss and allow us to chain on the next turn. So Kelger, Edea, Seiss, do a little bit of chaining. All right, and we're well in range to kill this boss now. Actually, she can completely kill the boss on her own anyway. It doesn't matter how much damage you do on that turn, because right here we're going to grab it. So Seiss is going to use SLB, Edea is going to use SLB, and just, you know, doesn't have to chain that well. She just does enough damage on her own. And there you have it. 3 turns using all 3 units in pretty basic gear. Did more than enough damage. Didn't even have to have a Beast Killer buff. Didn't have to have Imperils or Fields or anything like that. Between Seiss's Imperils and Breaks and Edea's damage, we take this out just fine. Boss has 2.1 billion health. Edea did 3.7, so she's our real carry here. And Seiss is just kind of helping chain, and Kelger's there for support. So if you don't have all the units that I had in my last clear, you know, here's a way to do it completely free. There's no reason why we shouldn't be able to go in and get all the clears done on this fight. So hopefully that's useful to you. I'm going to go eat some dinner, and then we're going to get ready for streaming here in about a half an hour. So you guys be good to take care, and we will see you in the next one.